My name's Samantha Harris, and I'm the director and founder of MPRA, which is Michigan Paranormal Research Association. It seems that my mom's side of the family, like every generation, there's a female that usually has some, psychic abilities. I was a very strange child, and I've been experiencing weird paranormal things throughout my entire life. It was prior to my step-grandfather's death. A lot of weird things started happening before the whole event happened. My sister and I saw a thing that we call shadow people, and it basically is an outline of shadow, and it was at my grandma's house, and we just saw it sink through the floor, and it wasn't even completely peripheral vision. It was like decently close, and that freaked me out.
When I was a little kid, I could actually hear things like walking up and down the steps when everybody was sleeping, people talking outside my window, which there was no one there. And then it just kind of kept going with that, it'd be off and on, and then every time you'd enter my house, you'd kind of get a lonely, sad feeling. So, and Sam picked up on that too. So we decided that we were going to do a house cleansing to see if we can push any negative or bad energy or anything out of the house. She came over and we opened all the windows and started doing the smudging. And throughout the smudging, she still felt like there was something there. So she decided that she would let me sit down and have a word with my father, because I was thinking it was my father. And I was just kind of having just a little talk with my father, just telling him that, he's always been there for me, and, he was just, overall just a great father. And pretty much right when I said that he was the best father I've had, and, that he was such a great father to me, just this rush just shot up through my body. It went from my toes all the way up to my head, just this tingly rush. And then it just, after that, it just felt like I was calm, everything was calm.
As a paranormal investigator, what we do is we seek out situations where people are unsure as to what's going on in their house or place of business, and how we usually approach the situation with investigating is a scientific background, but we also incorporate some spiritual stuff too, to see if there really is something paranormal, or if it's rather something simple like, carbon monoxide poisoning is actually really common in a lot of situations.
A lot of people get scared because they're not really knowledgeable of this stuff. So for me to take my knowledge and give this to other people and help them out and make sure that they're satisfied and more comfortable with what's going on, it's it's definitely a plus.
The Holly Hotel is notoriously known as one of the most haunted places in the nation, so we're really excited for our second investigation.
This building has so much history in it. It burned down once, and then 65 years after it burnt down again, within the same hour that it burnt down 65 years ago.
We unpacked and everything and set things up, and Lisa and Bridget proceeded to use their sweetgrass with smudging and cleansing, their dowsing rod stuff, and pendulums, because it's important to clear out any energy that was maybe from a previous investigation or their own private personal use. And with Lisa Simon, she is an EVP specialist. She's worked with America's Most Wanted, and I definitely consider her an authority on the matter. Bridget is Lisa Simon's good buddy that she's been mentoring for a long time too, and I would also say she's probably gifted with clairaudience. And so basically she was shadowing her as well. We'll set up security camera systems, and we'll have those monitored over a certain amount of time. We do a sweep of the room with EVPs, which is an abbreviation for electronic voice phenomenon, which is disembodied voices that many people believe belong to spirits. EMF is electromagnetic field, and basically we are energy, as we know, and we emit an actual magnetic field too. And sometimes we can pick up these spikes with the EMF that really indicate that something paranormal is going on. And of course, with the EMF, you have to sweep the room and make sure it's consistent. We'll go throughout the room and figure out the average temperature too, so we can verify that there are, cold spots going on, which is usually indicative of a spirit trying to manifest themselves.
Okay, so I'm just going to send. We've done some pendulum work where we're asking the spirits, like specific questions in the yes and no format, like, are you here? Are you happy? Is there anybody here that would like to talk with us tonight?
It's a form of divination, and with pendulum work, basically you can do yes-no questions, or you can even set up like a chart on a table. It could have numbers or letters, almost kind of like a Ouija board. We use that to navigate, I guess, the whole investigation to see maybe we can get a response from people, or spirits more so.
Okay. How many of you are present? Is it more than 2? Are there any children with us right now?
I did pendulum work, and then Lisa also did pendulum work, and she was getting yes and no answers. And with the children part, we aren't quite sure because we were getting contradictions. We were getting yes and no's to that. And with the pendulum,
I'm getting a vibration off
the table started to vibrate, so then we switched, and I went and did pendulum work at the same table, and I was getting yes and no answers too. They were definitely communicating.
Yes, okay, yes, it's adults.
It's just adults.
I'm not getting kids at all.
Okay.
Do you mind talking to me? Or us? Yes. We're only going to be here for a night, so come by us, touch us, make a loud noise. And you're right, the table's vibrating now.
Yes. See, that's right. And there's
Okay,
nothing else.
so you're letting me know you're here, aren't you? You're letting us all know that you're here. Yes.
Definite communication going on. It really does.
Yes.
Does it?
Are you vibrating the table? Yes. Oh, you're right here.
Yeah.
Totally right here. Right in this seat with me now, aren't you? We know you're here, but we want more proof.
If the lights are off, it's just, you always get these weird feelings of like just you're not alone or people are watching you. And it kind of seems like it's like a misery is what kind of like the feeling I get. It's just like a real sad feeling. Like a lot of great pains happen. Like definitely downstairs in our basement too. It's just one place I really just don't want to be by myself. Because like when we go down there at the end of the shift, we have to turn off all the breakers and kill the power. So it gets pitch black down there. So I always am like lighting like my lighter, trying to create as much light as possible, but it just always seems just like it's too dark.
Vortexes are believed to be a wormhole, I guess you could say, through the spirit world, and like energies and things can come in and out. It's like a doorway, gateway kind of thing. And I believe there's actually something similar to that in the Holly Hotel. There's so many spirits and such a high degree of spiritual activity. It's really hard to pinpoint how many spirits there are.